Cystic fibrosis is a serious disease. It is inherited genetically.
The only way to get cystic fibrosis is from parents who carry a specific genetic trait. As carriers, both parents will show no signs of the disease. The most prominent symptoms arise from congestion in the lungs, which can block airways and lead to infection and tissue damage. It can also affect many other parts of the body, including the heart, spleen, stomach, reproductive organs, intestines, bones, gallbladder, liver, and sinus cavities. The gene for cystic fibrosis is recessive, which means if both parents carry the gene, there's a 1 in 4 chance the child will inherit the disease, and 50% chance of being an unaffected carrier. This gene is located on chromosome 7. Chromosomes reside in the nucleus of every cell in the body. Chromosomes are composed of spiraling strands of DNA, and genes are sections of DNA. DNA is self-replicating, and it contains all the information needed for a living thing to grow. The structure has been described as a twisted ladder, the rungs of the ladder being made of protein and the struts of the ladder being made of sugar and phosphate, a molecular machine designed for building proteins which create all of life as we know it. In order to replicate itself, the double strand is separated by an enzyme called helicase and reassembled by another enzyme, polymerase. Here's a more detailed view of the process of DNA replication. In order to make protein, a DNA is copied into a single strand called messenger RNA. Once the transcription is complete, the RNA leaves the nucleus of the cell into the cytoplasm. The information is translated by the ribosome, and it builds the specific protein from amino acids. One important protein in our bodies is called CFTR, cystic fibrosis transmembrane regulator. This protein regulates mineral absorption in and out of the cell, and it is the production of this protein which is affected by the gene on chromosome 7. If we can get the cells of people with cystic fibrosis to produce CFTR properly, we can cure cystic fibrosis. The way to do that may be to put the gene inside a weakened virus, which can carry it to the cells that need it to produce CFTR. We're hopeful for a cure, but for now, the best thing we can do is treat the symptoms of cystic fibrosis. In particular, congestion, inflammation, and bacteria infection. Pulmozyme is used to break up and thin the mucus so it can be expectorated from the lungs. The medication is inhaled and vaporized, as are these bronchodilators, which help to clear the airways, as well as antibiotics. Tobramycin is also vaporized and inhaled in order to treat the infected areas of the lungs. This is a PEP valve, and it's used to create back pressure during exhalation. This device creates short bursts of air, which can help to open up the airways as well. This vest is designed to shake the mucus loose from inside the lungs. Here's a demonstration by a radio personality known as Catfish.
Safe word?
You guys take over.
Okay.
I feel like that Michelin blimp guy. Now I'm pulsating, and wow, this feels pretty good. Yeah, go ahead, Kevin. Give it a little bit more. I'll probably have to have Lana do the phone number to call in and help buy more of these amazing equipments. Here I go. I'm going up, and please call now. 1-800-270. Shaking. My brain is still okay. All right.
This simple machine costs about as much as a brand new car. If the lungs become too damaged for this kind of treatment to be effective, many people with cystic fibrosis need lung transplant surgery, which involves replacing their lungs with the lungs of an organ donor. Here we see that patients with cystic fibrosis have received less than half as many lung transplants as patients with emphysema over a 10-year period. Transplant recipients with cystic fibrosis have a better survival rate than other lung transplant recipients. Still, they do not receive near as many lung transplants, even though the numbers have gone up. Many insurance policies don't cover it, and the whole procedure costs about as much as one of these houses. That's just for one lung. If 2 lungs are needed, it will cost as much as one of these houses. When government health care programs don't help, and private insurance companies don't help, people with cystic fibrosis turn to non-profit organizations such as CF Strong.